Usual, I have technical difficulties because I do not know what I am doing. But I'm going to go ahead and give this a try, see if hopefully I am in the right direction. All right, last time I wasn't in the direction. So this is Brenda's stamping pad, and I am going to show you some simple cards to make with the Year of the Flowers. Year of Flowers. This item is in the last chance, along with the Starstruck embossing folder. So this is the time to get this so you can make these cute cards year round. Now, one of the first things I want to do, and I may not be able to, is to... I've been on for 1 minute and 18 seconds and I still can't see it. Can anyone see anything? Oh, there, finally. Yay! If you can hear me, please let me know. Okay. Dang it. Oops, I didn't say any bad words, I promise. Alrighty. So, what I want to show you first is a card that I have made. And this is the card. It's a simple card. It has just a little bit of a background here for texture. I have just the flowers, and it is September. So my sister tells me her color is sapphire. So sapphire is in September. So she knew that she went through my colors and said this blueberry bushel was the closest to sapphire. So I made this card using the sapphire. Now, she was very helpful, my sister, when she was here last, my sister Pat, and she showed me every single flower and the color that matched with our colors. So January is the carnation, it's the garnet, is the stone, and so it's cherry cobbler. Now I'm July and I'm the garnet, and here I am using the real red ruby, and the larkspur is the color. So you can take these colors and do this card in any of these colors. So that's what we're going to do. I made my September cards, so they're ready. So what we're going to do is go ahead and make a card for October, because after September comes October. Now, according to my sister, and again, she did this, we did it together. Flirty Flamingo was the color because it's tourmaline, which I've never heard of. Marigold is the color of the type of flower for October. Alrighty, so what we're going to do here, we're going to take, and I have the white and the Flirty Flamingo color. So what I did first is I embossed just this one piece, and it's a 2" by 4 1/4. Sorry, 2" by 5 1/4. I'm going to put some glue on this, and I don't usually use the seal with embossed pieces because it's so strong, this seal, it might rip the paper off when it's embossed. So I'm just going to put that right there, and then I'm going to take another 2 by 5 1/4, and I'm just going to put right next to it. And if anyone is watching, please let me know. I'd appreciate it. Just click on that YouTube, hopefully. I don't see any comments, so then I'm just going to put that there. Now, if you notice, maybe not, on this card, I have just the flower, not the word. So how do you do that when the flower comes with the word? Well, there's one approach, there's a couple of approaches, but this approach, we're going to use the Fleur de Flamingo. Now these pieces that I have here are 1.5 by 1 3/4. And I'm going to make sure I get my guy on there. So I'm going to take a piece of like Post-it note, labeling, cover up, anything to mask. You can use anything for masking. And I'm going to mask the word October. Okay? So I'm masking the word October, and then I'm just going to tap, 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 tap in here. Okay? Now remember to take off your mask, which makes a mess. How do I know? I've done it a few times. So you want to get rid of that so it's not in your way. And then I'm going to carefully place that down, and there I have my first flower. Okay? The second one, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use a mask, only this time I'm actually going to tear it in half because I really don't need as big of a piece. And I'll get it in there. Do, 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 do. Tap, 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 tap. And on my piece. Ah, see? I told you, how do I know if you forget to take off, right? So, I, in preparation, brought extra. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to tap, tap, tap again. Only this time, we're going to remember to remove the tape. And then go on there. So that's my second one. Now, going for my third one. I'm going to tap, 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 tap. Tap, tap, tap. Make sure I've got plenty on. Oops, take this off. And then put this on my third one. Now I have my 3 flowers. Now something I did which I usually do not do, I need this open. I'm going to clean my stamp. And if I don't do it right, we're going to have to do some fixing up. So in the year of the flowers, I want the happy birthday. This little guy here. And I should have put him on before I put it on the card. Why? Because if I mess it up, I just have to replace that piece. If I mess this up, I have to replace the whole piece. I'm having trouble seeing if I have enough ink. So I'm going ready. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Not great, but you can see it. Might need some work. This embossing folder is a little bit more bumpy than this one was. So, but you know what? We'll embrace it. We'll love it. Now, the next thing I wanted to do, this gold netting, it's really very pretty. We're going to put this on here. Now, this is also on the last chance list. So, you're seeing a few things that if it's something you want to get it now. You could do a lot with this. It's very pretty, very soft, easy to work with. Now, I'm not going to glue this down. What I'm going to do is hopefully have some of these here. So I'm going to take some of my dimensionals, and I'm going to take one flower. I'm going to dimensional her up, and I'm going to say her because this is a card for a her. I always say him, and it could be a her, right? And I'm going to start with the center one, and then put my other two on this, decide, even space them out. If you start at the top, you might actually, not have even spacing. And I don't press down till I know I'm in where I want to be. So that's one. Almost at the end of this pack here, this particular set of dimensionals. I have a thing about using up dimensionals. I get so thrilled. I know that sounds like a really silly thing, but when I get happy about using up dimensionals, it means I'm doing stuff, I'm crafting, and that means I'm getting stuff done. So it makes me feel good. So let's see if I can. I am trying to put this somewhere on Facebook, but I can't seem to find the place I want to go. And now I need to go back to mute. Do you hear that noise? Is that me? Is that feedback? All right, so then the third one, I'm going to keep going here. Ding, ding. Now I've used up all of my dimensionals, so now this is where you actually use up the edges. Everything gets used. Okay, so we have a little gold, so I'm going to use these Druzy. They're called Druzy, what are they called now? Druzy embellishments. And I'm going to put, oops, come back, under the happy birthday. You can put them anywhere you want. You don't have to do what I do. This is just an idea. Then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a blending pen, and I'm actually just going to blend in here to pull out some of the color so it's not too much color, like if I was using a regular blender, it would be too much color. So I just want a little bit of color, and it's pulling from the ink from what I stamped. And this is alcohol based, and so it dries very, very quickly. And the ink is also the Fleur de Flamingo ink. Pulling a little bit out. Just filling in a little bit, some color, so it's not all so white. Not crazy about white. And then you never can get hurt with a little wink. So, little wink of Stella on the flowers. Gives it a little shine, a little shimmer, right? Put a little shimmer. Oh, we should have some on there too. Looks like it needs it. There we go. This one maybe got a little wet. It's gonna have to dry. I feel like that's okay. So that's the outside, and then just inside, it's just kind of really plain white, right? Kind of boring. So I like to add a little depth on the inside as well. I like to do the full card. I like the whole card to be done inside out. And so I'm going to put that, and then we have this. We're going to take another stamp for the, and it says, "Hoping your day blooms with happiness." It's a cute saying for this card, of course, with the flowers. I might put it up a little. There we go. And then my last thing that I want to do is take the October, the flower again. Now I'm going to do the whole thing with the October. And I'm going to go ahead and just put them right there. There you go. So then you can see the October. And then we're going to take our envelope, because we got to do it all. It's got to be the whole thing. We're going to go ahead and put October on the envelope. So then I'm going to go ahead and get some glue here. Don't want to use too much glue. Notice that my glue is really thin. You use too much glue, it comes squirting out the sides, and then you have a whole lot of gummy mess. So you don't want that. And our multi-purpose glue really is very good. It gives you a little wiggle room to move, and then once it's down, it's down. So, oh, look at, I'm trying to put the wrong cover on this. So what do you think? There it is, quick, simple. All right. And again, you can do all the colors, you can do all of the in different embossing if you want. If you don't have embossing, you can you know, come up with something else to put there. I tried to use Versamark with the stamp, and it really didn't come out very well, so not sure that I would try that. All right, so since that was so easy, and I'm not sure how many minutes that took, because I can't see anything other than that I'm here. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and show you a second card, very similar, with only this time we're going to use the Flirty Flamingo as the background. And then we just took the whole piece here. Now this is your typical A-frame card, and then the 4 by 5 1/4, and I just embossed it with the same embossing folder. Now that I know that doesn't stay down very well, let me see if I can get this happy birthday on here. Ooh, that kind of looks messy. Still looks messy. All right. Maybe. So I kind of want it in this area. So I'm going to flatten this a little bit. With my bone folder. Maybe I might get a little bit of better am I in the camera? I want to make sure I'm in the camera. Okay, I'm nervous, guys. Oh, See, that helped. All right, so flattening a big design like that might help. Alrighty, so we're just gonna go ahead and put this on here. Easy peasy, right? So very similar card, we're just gonna go in a different direction. So in the with the dies, if you do have a die cutter, and we have this, I use the Stampin' Up! Die and embossing machine. I used this particular die here, as well as the one for the October. So what I did was I cut out 3 of these in advance. So I thought I might actually do something like that, which is why I put the happy birthday there. All right. So I feel like I'm all alone. I'm pretty sure I'm all alone. And then I have my 3 little flowers. And I'm going to put you here, you here. I want my best flower in the center, right? I want to kind of put your best. Now, if you don't have a die cut machine, you definitely can fussy cut these out. All right. Now, can you fussy cut that? No, but if you have, you can use squares, use a punch if you have a punch. So I'm kind of want to make sure I'm getting some good. Now, how did I make these? Right, with the carnation is in the pink, and then I used the green. So I actually used markers this time, and I'm just going to show you how I did that real quick, if I can find my scrap piece of paper. I'll use this scrappy piece of paper. So with markers, and these are the Stampin' Right markers. Now you can't use blends on your stamps, but you can use markers. And I'm going to put some marker just where the carnation is. And then I'm going to take my, this is Garden Green. And I'm just going to put the Garden Green on there, and I'm avoiding the October altogether. But when you cut it out, even if I got the October in there, when you cut it out, notice how it's cuts off the October. So you're going to huff on it a little bit just to keep that moisture in, and then go down. Again, I can see the October because I didn't clean my thing very well, but when you put that die on there, it cuts out the October. All right, so that's how you're going to get that there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this out of my way so I don't get, I am going to just go ahead and glue my, might take some tweezers. And glue him, her. I thought I was gonna do her. Glue her. All right, I'm gonna do that with each one. Now, my debate. My scissors. Okay, you know we all have a million pairs of scissors. Oh, I stuck my hand in it. Of course I did. And usually it's the reds I stick my hand in. This time's the pink. Alrighty. Here we go. I found a pair of scissors. So, I'm debating, do I want to lay this across and just put this on top? Do you like that? Or should I do a bow? I made a bow. Should I do a bow? Should I do both? I'm going to put that for now. Okay? I can trim it later. So then what we're going to do, we'll start with the middle one. Let's go from end to end like that. And then we're going to start with the middle one. And I'm going to use up some of this edges here. Perfect for this. Sorry if I'm not on camera. You know, we tend to work towards ourselves. So I'm going to take this first one. Yeah, you look good. Well, you weren't my first choice in the center. Okay. Here we go. I use up the rest. Get it all done, and I can feel happy. I think it calls for a snack. Actually, I went for a walk today. 36 minutes. Anyone who knows me, that's major event. Okay, I don't walk, I don't exercise, I don't do anything. I'm very lazy. I mean, I work. I feel like I move constantly at work. But then sometimes I'm just stuck at my desk, so. And here we go with the third one. And I'm going to put you down here. There we go. And I am going to now do the trimming. Right? I feel like I'm cutting hair. It's so thin. Alrighty. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little of that bling. So almost the same design, you know, just in a different direction. Okay. So since we already have the white in the Flirty Flamingo on the inside, we're just going to put a white. Now before I do anything, I really want to clean this up because otherwise the green is going to show up. And I mean, it might be okay to do it that way. I mean, it certainly is. But I'm going to do it the whole color. And then, and also put the other sentiment in there. So bring that Look. Look what I did. Okay. So I'm going to bring the flower back in. And this time I want the October. And then I'm going to have the envelope. So we do all that stamping. And then we're going to bring in the sentiment, the same sentiment. Beautiful. Now I want to close this because I'm pretty sure I'm done with it. And oops, good thing I looked at it because it would have been upside down. And here we go. And that's the second card. Now mind you, mentally I made this card. I did not make it in advance, so I am really super happy with the way it came out. I still do have the option of the bow or no bow, and I would like your opinion. Bow or no bow? I think I like it, but we'll see. So, oops, where's the other card? Oh, here we are. So, we have this happy birthday and that happy birthday using the Year of Flowers, and that's for October. I'm going to tell you one more time, show you the colors one more time. So if you wanted to make January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, crushed curry, nice color for November, right? And December. All right. The flower is Narcissus. Wow, got me. All righty. So I'm excited about making more cards that are work with these with the colors. Now, will the recipient see that or understand it? I don't know. Maybe I'll even put it in a note. So that's what I have for you. Remember, last chance on the Year of the Flowers. It has the die. You also can get the dies. I also used Starstruck embossing folder and this gold ribbon, which is gorgeous. So check it out on my online site, Shop With Me, or if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to give me a buzz. All right, thank you, and I'm going to say bye.